Assalamualaikum and good morning. I speak to Professor Aisha Abdul Samad, my supervisor for minor field. So today I'm going to present the self-reflection about my teaching practical. So I was assigned to do my practical in SMK Putrajaya Precinct 11 Watch, which is located at Jalan P11, G162,300 Putrajaya. So this is the school, this is the first day when I reporting myself to the school. So before I have to report myself to the school, I have to report myself to JPPWP. Before I go to the school, I report myself to the high administration of the school. So this is the facilities that the school offered. The first picture is the meeting room, will used to have a meeting, which we used to do the latihan dalam perkhidmatan. And the second picture is the main hall of the school. So we are using the main hall for the weekly assembly and also the main event for the school. But when there are small talk or small event, we will using the surau to do the event. So I was assigned, this is the classes that I was assigned to. I was assigned to teach two classes, which is two Ibn Khaldun and two Al-Kindi. Both of them are from two classes. So for the student in two Ibn Khaldun, they have the intermediate level of proficiency in English. Meanwhile, the student in two Al-Kindi have low to intermediate level of proficiency in English. So moving on to the next slide. This is a co-curriculum unit that I was assigned to. In 11.1, the teachers only assigned to only two unit of co-curriculum, which is the unit uniform and also the club. I was assigned to unit uniform, also the club. My partner was assigned to youth club and also the sport. So the unit uniform that I was assigned to is a police cadet, and also the club is Persatuan Bahasa Melayu. So during the first week, we did not know which club we were assigned to. We were assigned to because the senior assistant of co-curriculum is not around, and it's just our first week. So my mentor teacher informed me that they will assign as the practicum teacher to the co-curriculum unit on second week. So before I was assigned to the co-curriculum unit, which the senior assistant of co-curriculum giving us the chance to choose the unit uniform, the club, or the sport that we want to assign to. But some of them are lucky to get what we choose to be in the unit uniform of the club, but some of us are not. So because due to the amount of practical teacher in 11.1, so I was assigned to unit uniform, cadet police, and also the club, which is Persatuan Bahasa Melayu. So these are the main activities during the school throughout my practicum journey in 11.1. The first one is the dental care talk by Putrajaya Dental Clinic. This talk was held on 2nd March 2020. This talk was held at the Surau because this talk is specifically made for the Form 1, Form 2 students. So I was assigned to take the students to the talk because at that moment I have relief class, so I have to take the relief class to the talk. So what I have gained from the talk is again a new insight on the dental care on how to take care of our our hygiene in dental. And also I learned that uh, in I learned that in if we happen to broke our teeth, we can bring our teeth to the dental clinic and the doctor can attach back our teeth. But we have to move fast, and there's a step by step for us to do the procedure for and to help the doctor to do the procedure. So this is the second events that I attend during the school. This is the talk on topic rokok vape and dada. This is specifically from the student. It was held on 10 March 2020. And this talk, if you can see in the picture, the person who giving the talk is Encik Hafiz. Um, Encik Hafiz is a person in charge in AADK. So the school asked the AADK to do a talk on a topic rokok vape and dada because um, some of the students happen to smoking or vaping in the school grounds. So the school thought that it would be good for them to have a talk on the topic rokok vape and dada so they know the consequences of their of the action when they are smoking or they are vaping or taking on drug. So that is the second biggest event that I have attended during the school. And the third and the last one is the Parent Association meeting, the PTA or PIPG, Persatuan Ibu Bapa dan Guru. It was held on 14 March 2020. I was assigned to jot down the meeting minutes. So a week before the parent teachers association meeting, the teacher has a meeting, and I am grateful that the teachers are very helpful in helping me and explaining to me what is what is my job scope and what I have to do during the day. So some insight about the meeting. To be honest, I had never been to PTA meeting before, but it is a good experience for me because in the future, if I become a teacher, I know what should I do, and in order to help for the preparation for the meeting. And during the meeting, the parents and the teachers are discussing about um, the traffic during the peak hour, which is during the morning, and also the traffic during the end of the school session. And also they are talking about the school environment and also the facilities in the school. So it captured my attention when the teachers and also the parents are volunteered to be the person who are in charge to take care of the traffic during the peak hour in the morning and the peak hour during the evening after the school session, which is very good because the teachers and the parents can come to a conclusion that can help to solve the problem. And then for the school environment, I am has off head off for the parents and also the teacher because they can come up with the conclusion, and the parents also agreed for the student. They are giving a schedule for the student to wash the toilet, which is a good thing because they know they will appreciate when they wash the toilet. They know they have to take care. You have to take care of the toilet. They know how they have to take care of the hygiene. So I guess it is a good experience for me, and I am grateful for the cooperation given by the teachers and my fellow practicum teachers too. So that there are also some of big events that were cancelled because of the COVID-19. The first one is for the COVID-19 outbreak. The first one is the unit uniform camping, which we have to cancel it because the government is not allowed, the Ministry of Education is not allowing the students to have have a camping, which which will be in a very huge crowd, uh, which is not good, and it will cause the COVID-19 outbreak. And the second one is the debate competition for English for the district level and also the state level. So we have to cancel the competition, and also the Azlin Academy Award 2020, or also known as Majlis Anugerah Kemenangan. After the IPG, we have decided that we have to cancel the Azlin Academy Award 2020, and the school had decided to just give the award and the certificate to the student individually. Okay, I'm moving on to the teaching and learning. So throughout my practical teaching, I experienced two different environment in teaching and learning, which is the physical class, and I also have to do the online classes due to COVID-19 outbreak. So we're going to take a look on the physical class first. So the first point is the class management. So during the first week, when I entered the class, I have give them a set of rules that they have to obey in my class. So the first one is nobody is allowed to make jokes or calling different names. The second rules is the student have to speak in English during my lesson, and also the third one is they cannot enter or leave the class after I have started the teaching and learning process. And when I take a look during the 4 months in the class in the school, I think the rule is obeyed by the student, but some of them are trying to break the rule. But Alhamdulillah, I am managed to cater the problem, uh, and some of them are trying very hard to obey the rule. They are trying to speak they are showing their effort to speak in English during my class, which I am very grateful. And the second point is the time management. I am trying to try to finish the lesson that I have planned in 1 hour period, which is a 2 period session for my class. For the lesson for the when I'm planning the lesson, I am trying to figure out and try to allocate appropriate time for me to teach the lesson and finish the lesson on time. And the third the third point is getting to know the students. Okay, this this situation is quite difficult for me because on the first day I entered the class, they have they are quite reluctant to speak, and they are quite reluctant to introduce themselves. So ask them to I have to encourage them to speak, and um, have to encourage them to speak, and also I have to um, I have to like giving them reinforcements for them to let me to get to know them. And this last one is teacher readiness in teaching. This is where the planning the lesson. I have to get to know my student, and it's quite difficult for me at first. But when I get to know my student, it is okay for me to plan the lesson and teach the student. For the online classes, the responsiveness and the attendance of the student, I might have big difficulties in getting the response and attendance of the student. For the first week of online classes, um, there there was about three students from two Ibn Khaldun and only two students from uh, uh, three students for Al Kindi and two students from Ibn Khaldun that attend my class. So I have to find a way to get them to join my class, and also the method of delivery, which is I have to find the teacher method that I suit for the online classes and to make the online class more interesting, and also the student interest. I find out that I have to I have to I have to I find I have to do the class between 11 and 12, because if I do it early in the morning, they will not attend the class, and if I not um, do the class um, if I'm doing the class in the evening, they will also not attend to the class. So these are the challenges. For the physical classroom that I have mentioned before is the class control. Some of the students are trying to break the rules, but Alhamdulillah, I am capable to control the situation. The time management, like I have mentioned before, I am trying to find the activities that are suitable for the lesson and also suitable that are suitable for the time management for the time. And the student responsive and understanding. Right? In the first week, it's quite hard to get the response from the student because that was the first time I meet them. And this is and that was the first time I'm meeting them, and I have to get to know them. But moving on to the second week, things are getting better. They are very responsive. They are trying to participate in every activities that I trying to carry out during the lesson. The challenges for online classes is first, obviously, is the internet access. Some of the students doesn't have the internet access for them to join my class, and also the interaction is responsive. Like I have mentioned before, the attendance of the students. I am trying to get them to join my class, and also when they and also when and also for and also I have to set rules for the student to get their response. I have to set rules that they have to always turn on their camera, because I have to know that they are behind the laptop. They are listening to my they are they are participating into my class, and also planning the lesson plan. It's quite hard for the first week, but Alhamdulillah, it's getting better for the second week and so on, because I have to do some research on what is the website that I can use and easy for them to access. So these are the important things that I have learned. The first one is, as a teacher, you have to get to know your student. What I have done is I try to get to know them by asking them to write a journal entry. By reading their journal entry, I am able to identify what are their teaching, they are learning styles, and also I get to know them. I get to know why the student behave in this certain way, and I am grateful that I am asking them to do the journal entry, because it's really helped me to get to know my student. And to be a teacher, we have to be creative. Um, we really need to be creative, because we have to come up with any interesting activities so that we can carry out the lesson and to get the student attention. And this is the introduction and conclusion. I have to improve my teaching skill in terms of giving instruction, also in planning the lesson, and also the interaction student. I have to try to get to know them better. So I guess that's all for me. Thank you.